information at that point because it was held out as a payoff. So payoff of federal dollars coming to the state for that.
I'm not going to speak to that. I will share with you a story of something that happened to me when I first came to the department. I came from a local district, and somebody said to me, an employee said, "No, we need a statewide curriculum that was activated to work with the curriculum." And I, no, we don't. Why would we do anything like that? Each district is different. It's true. There's an argument, right? Each district is different. And 6 months later, as I watched the kids move from district to district and from the southern part of our state to the northern part of our state, and we had varying, delivery models and varying curricula, kids were seeing something in district A, in the third grade, and in district B, they didn't see it in some way. And so getting some commonality about the expectations was important to us. And I finally saw that. We now have that same movement issue going on across the country. So one of the advantages to the Common Core was the refinement that kids would see the same thing no matter where they lived in our country. They would be seeing the same kind of thing. The issue is delivery happens in the classroom. That's the big issue. Standard A is standard A. And whether it's delivered in classroom A or classroom B will depend on the students that are in front of them and what those students need. And that's the biggest change. We need to be sure we're attentive to the students getting what they need in that classroom.
Sorry, go back to the question.
Thank you very much. Linda, it's been great working with you on a lot of stuff we've been doing on the social studies standards, and I know you got a heart for what's best for the kid, and I appreciate that. And I started off testimony talking about we have to think about this as a system, and I think you made the case very clearly saying we need some consistency or promote some consistency. And I've started off exactly where you are on that, and the idea of people moving around. I said, yeah, as an engineer, I like the idea of common standards across the board. When you start looking down and looking at it as a system, that's where I started. That's where I started looking at the fact that, and we've struggled with this in our standards development already when it comes to talk about some of the strengths of having flexibility at the local level is that you have different teaching methods, and that's where you get the variation. In some of our standards discussion, we talked about embedding the teaching method in the piece slice of our social studies framework, for example. That's a process slice where we're actually going to the point of specifying the teaching method now in the standards. And so now, some of the strengths that we're talking about in regards to innovation, and maybe it doesn't work well in Genesee County, but it works well in Wayne County. We start standardizing not just what we're expecting kids to learn, but the process of how they're instructed. Now we're losing that part. And I just want to make sure we have an appreciation that there is this trade-off. You lose a lot of that innovation down at the local level. The more this stuff gets standardized down the pipe, especially when you're starting to align with a standardized test. Well, we're going to teach you to test 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, right?
So that's the way I always taught. That's the way I always built my lessons. This is what I want the students to be able to demonstrate to me at the end of this lesson. And it was in Spanish, folks, so I won't be giving you big details here. So we're going to conjugate AR verbs to the present tense, and that's what I ought to be teaching to. No kid should ever take a test if they haven't already had the information, and it should be taught to. Now, the standard, that doesn't mean I'm going to teach the test. I never taught them what that test was going to look like. I taught them the information they would need to know in order to be able to succeed on that test. That, for me, is good teaching.
Okay, so when we're looking at the system, obviously this is something when you change the standard, everything downstream of the standard is something you got to consider what the impact is on.
Correct.
And that the passages, the bills that we have before us wouldn't have been possible for the past because we're talking about decoupling some of those requirements out at the local level. So we got a little bit of a new world, if you will, on it. I do want to appreciate. I want to demonstrate appreciation for what Senator Kniesek said earlier about some stability in the standards. I'm passionate about this as well, and we're right now. The understanding on this is that we're working on an experiment right now. The Common Core stuff, with the preliminary indications are not good on it, as testified by Dr. Stotzi, but that might be one data point. It may not be a trend line overall or should we be continuing on a trend line that's going to actually level off or tail off performance right now based on the data, or should we adopt standards that were definitely showing an improvement and a trend line that was significantly, it was consistently going up year after year, and that's kind of the fundamental question that I'm faced with, and we're going to sit there and go forward on the performance. And you've got some additional insights as you go through this testimony here. Just that's what's driving it. It's looking at it as a system and then understanding that we got to look at the performance overall in the system. And frankly, I've always been concerned that the Common Core never had the data to support it. Something better to do it. We heard from Dr. Stotsky that teachers were involved. They know how to deliver the lesson plan, the idea for that innovation. They understand how to deliver the standards out in Massachusetts. They liked it. They were part of the development. It didn't happen in Common Core. And so, well, that's the testimony that I've heard today on it. And when you look at the folks who are involved in the actual standards development at the top, it's safe to say at least Michigan teachers were not necessarily broadly involved before it was adopted here in the state board of ed. And I want to make sure we are working together as a team in the system from top to bottom. They seem to have a pretty good team out there in Massachusetts, not just the Patriots, but also the overall education system, and just where we're coming from.
Senator Casey, who is constitutionally required to determine academic standards?
According to my understanding and knowledge, Michigan State Board of Education.
That's and the last thing that I would say, again, we keep talking about the trend lines where we're going. The presentation last week, it's not like Michigan was blowing it out of the water, and we had some massive time. It's the first data we've got after finally implementing a test that is aligned to the standards, rigorous standards. So I would naturally expect to see some sort of dip in the first year to give us an idea of how we need to shift and adjust to be able to better deliver, that instruction to the students. So I was hoping you could also talk, I see on Facebook all these memes, all these videos, all this, tinfoil hat wearing stuff. I was wondering if you could explain to me the difference between a standard and curriculum and the delivery of instruction from the teacher.
I'll try. The standard talks about what it is we want the students to know and be. So we want them to be able to add to the curriculum is where that will be taught, when that will be taught, approximately where the year accordingly, where it falls in the sequence. We certainly don't teach multiplication. We taught people how to add. And then the instructional piece is into, do I need to have cups? Cups, and I need to figure out, if I add 2 more cups here, then I have 4 cups. That's, so some kids need something physical to see. So the how of it might be the way I'm putting it up on the board. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But for a first grader, what's 2? 2 needs to have context. I need to understand what 2 is. If I put these 2 together, now I have 4. Now I see that physically. Now it begins to resonate with me conceptually. I'm not going to teach some quantum theory to a second grader because they are not cognitively prepared to understand quantum theory. I'm going to have all of these other 2 plus 2 build up to when we teach quantum theory. So that's the standard is what we want them to do. The where and when is the curriculum, and it also is look at textbooks and basic foundational materials we want them to use. And so we would say that in a social studies class, we might pick certain readings from our history. We want all students
just want to clarify for my colleague's reference here that the State Board of Ed shall serve as the general planning and coordinating body for all public education, shall be responsible. The superintendent is responsible for the execution of the policies, and the principal executive officer of the State Department of Education shall have power and duties prescribed by law. That's what we're proposing here in Senate Bill 826. There's no mention of standards. Leadership can be done in an execution capacity where you're the person assigned to go out and execute. It's clear the constitutional context on this is about execution of policies that have been established. And so I just respectfully disagree on the whole concept comes down to what's leadership on it, what are you leading, what activities you're leading. I think it's pretty clear in the Constitution that we're in it there. And as you know, for all of our studies, I'm a constitutional stickler on all this stuff here. I'm not one of those that just wants to hand it over and let the courts decide. This is something we've all got responsibility. And when you look at all the AG opinions regarding the State Board of Education, there's nothing that would indicate that the State Board of Ed has exclusive authority over standards. Without going into too much detail there, I think we're okay on the constitutional side.
No problem. And thank you, Senator, for the opportunity. I wanted to add some of the comments that forward that addressed before with some specificity regarding differences between these sets of standards. There have been a couple of analyses done between the English language, arts, and mathematics standards of what's commonly referred to as the Common Core, and the sets of standards that were in place in Massachusetts during the 2008-2009 school year as identified in the bill. These analyses were conducted by Cheese and Westhead, for both respective groups that were conducted to support considerations that were being done at the time of the adoption of the standards in Massachusetts. The analyses, while we have heard numbers come out around 94% alignment, there's some qualifications around those terms that I want to raise for you. When the analysis was done, 4 concepts were looked at between these two documents. First of all, content knowledge, and that's where the analysis of the 94% overlay in mathematics standards and 74% overlay in English language arts standards is identified. It's simply from factual content that is addressed during that. It's not to say the standards are the same. It's to say that there is overlap in those concepts. A second concept that was looked at in all of this is rigor. And this was really the determination factor for the state of Massachusetts in moving forward with adoption of the Common Core mathematics and language arts standards. A third area is coherence, how these standards work well together and work within their broader system. We've heard discussion about systems before, and part of what we need to recognize is there are components of the Massachusetts system that are different than we inherently have here in our state, including grade levels of assessments, including a required assessment for graduation in Massachusetts, which we do not have here. And a fourth area was around focus. The notion of focus is how specific standards address procedural skills, problem-solving practices, and whether they had an appropriate balance in conceptual understanding. The analysis for both mathematics and language arts standards found a few significant differences between the Common Core and the standards at the time in 2009. First of all, around the notion of coherence. The standards, this notion of coherence is something that we often attribute many terms to in education, but one in particular is vertical alignment. The notion that as you proceed from grade to grade to grade, you are building out developmental understanding of a particular concept or idea. getting more challenging as you move on. Using this forwards example, as you're building from simple ideas of the addition of two numbers up to towards more complex ideas. The notion that, or the analysis of these standards, in particular in mathematics, found that Common Core standards were more coherent as you proceed from grade to grade to grade. That's in part because you had a lot more discussion going on between individuals looking at the different grade levels that take place. In particular, two areas were found in mathematics that we know are particularly challenging for students. One is around operations with fractions. This is often a stumbling point that we see in our assessments and research at middle grade level. And the analysis identified that there is better coherence in the Common Core standards at building conceptual understanding of fractions so that students are able to use those concepts later on. The second is around algebra. In particular, the notion of moving from a very concrete set of calculations that are done in elementary and middle grades into abstract concepts of working with unknown values, as we see in algebra. We have seen and research has documented countless times the struggles that students have moving from these very traditional and concrete ideas in middle school mathematics to algebra, which has a more conceptual or abstract conceptual base. The Common Core standards build out this development much more coherently. They introduce algebraic reasoning at an earlier age so that students are introduced to it early on, and they build this out. In terms of looking at an evidence base for this, we're still at the point of looking at data now. We talked about the assessments that are in place, including our own assessments here in our state. Right now, students, my daughter is going through an assessment right now with the MSTEP. Those assessments will give us a second data point with standards-based work around Common Core standards that focus on some of these conceptual ideas. It's at this point where we will have a better database. The database of the NAEP assessment is based on a low level of rigor. 85% of the NAEP items are identified to be at the base level or one level above for depth of knowledge. And that brings us to the last point about this rigor. I addressed rigor as one of the analysis points earlier for looking at these standards. And rigor is the main decision that Massachusetts identified moving forward with their standards. The notion was that standards of the Common Core were more rigorous. Yes, there was alignment of content, but what we were asking students to do is to engage in critical thinking, engage in problem solving. Those kinds of concepts are less represented in the Massachusetts standards. Many have looked at the standards between the two and feel that the transition to Massachusetts standards would be a step back in terms of rigor. That steps away from the kinds of things we're really trying to focus on in our state. We see similar efforts around the science standards as well, but there is not a specific analysis that has been done for them. Massachusetts did adopt a set of standards that are aligned to the next generation science standards earlier this year. And so they are moving in that direction. Those standards similarly focus on a depth of rigor, a depth of problem solving and understanding that we simply didn't have in other standards.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Senator Goldberg.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your testimony. Question I got from previously, we talked about different folks and asked them what is Common Core.
lot of guidance on guidance in the standards, and that frequently is where the discussion enters into whether or not this is properly teaching it. So for us, in Michigan, we count it for standards.
So as a department, this view is how important to have these this stuff in Massachusetts standards, some other states, how important is that to you as a department?
Well, as a department, I think it helps us address multiple considerations in trying to move the educational efforts of our state forward. First of all, it gives us a common set of considerations for where students should be. So it gives us that notion of something that educators can use as benchmarks to be able to see progress to work toward. Having something that is built around rigor and analysis of content and having students be able to engage in problem solving and investigation as opposed to simply a list of facts that they might be able to memorize is a critical piece for us to be able to move forward as a state. The other notion of this is
Massachusetts standard, does it not do that?
the Massachusetts standards do not have the level of rigor. There's more focus on content knowledge alone, and either recall of content knowledge or very basic computation or analysis, as opposed to much more challenging analysis and problem solving. The other component of this, I would say, is really with respect to the educators in the state, having a clear set of ideas on where they need to get kids to, I think is a critical point for them. One of the challenges that we have had as a state, many states have struggled with this, and I think this tends to be the struggle that a lot of people identify with Common Core, is that there was a lack of coherence going on throughout our state around this because we were focusing on a very simple set of academic standards that didn't have any rigor to them before. And so now, basically as a state saying we're going to raise the bar, we're going to focus on getting kids to understand things at a much more complex level and be able to apply that in different areas and having a common view across the state of what that is, even though that may differ in how educators get a student, if say my daughter in third grade compared to my daughter in eighth grade, to be able to reach those levels. They still have the same vision, and that's what that set of standards really addresses, is a sense of where we need kids to be able to
So as a department, do you actually talk to teachers, superintendents, and get feedback as to where any student is not as we go through Common Core standards?
Absolutely. We spend a lot of time talking with people out in the field, visiting with schools. I was actually visiting with a school, Senator Gore in your district. There was a picture of you with some of the children in the school there. We do that often. We spend time working with people in the field because we're dealing with their questions, their concerns, and issues all of the time. Part of what we want to do moving forward, this is a part of our focus with our superintendent in particular, is on supporting and addressing the needs of educators in the field, of parents, of students, so that they better understand the direction we're going and why we are going there. And so I spend a lot of time hearing from them. I've heard a lot in the past couple of weeks around these issues. I have a lot of educators telling me we are really working on this. We've been working hard on implementing these standards and including level of rigor, including individualized focus for students. We want to keep doing that and not just shift
election. I think that's really the role of the
We have several cards to get to, so I appreciate your testimony today. If it's okay, I'd like to call up Tim Salton and Alec Bush could join him. We've got about less than 10 minutes of testimony left before we need to get out of this process. So, for those of you who have turned in testimony, we really appreciate it. We're not going to be able to get to all of the cards today. So we want to do the most voice.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee members. I imagine there are a lot of people who speak on this. Tim Salton, Business Leaders for Michigan. Our organization represents the Business Roundtable for the state, representing the state's major employers. And in a nutshell, what this issue is about for us, and I appreciate the opportunity to explain our opposition. Our whole goal, our work is all about making top in state jobs, personal income, and for that to happen, we need our students to be